We interrupt your regularly scheduled pizza series to bring you this fairly unimportant message from M13. Hi everybody, I'm M13, and we are in the mountains next to a lake, and this is a life update. I haven't given one in a while, and I get people asking in the comments off-topic questions about what's going on with me. Nice road, eh? Let's crash right at the start of this life update. That'd be fun. Whoa. So, okay, what's going on? Medical issue. I got a few people asking that in the comments. What's up with your numb chin syndrome? My lips are still numb. It's been how long has it been? It's been 5 months now, going on a half a year that I haven't felt my lips. It's receded though. Like it was spreading and spreading and getting larger and larger. So it was pretty scary because I thought it might just continuously spread until I couldn't feel my hole inside of my mouth, or maybe it would start to spread across my face or something. But if you've been watching my videos for a long time, I have a video from a long time ago where I talk about using that wire there, that electrical wire that goes down and like zip lining down it, like climbing up this pole, attaching something to that wire and going down, and sliding all the way out into that lake. So I don't know which video it is, but I remember I did say that once in a video and people commented on it. Those are the cherry blossoms, sakura trees or whatever. So what was I saying? Yeah, the numb chin syndrome. So it receded, so it's gone down. Like it's less of an area, but it's still numb. So I don't know. Doctors couldn't figure out what it was, and it's not spreading anymore. It's actually receding. So I'm not worried about it anymore. I changed jobs. I wrote about this in my on my Twitter account. You can follow me on Twitter if you want. I don't update it much, but I'm gonna try to get more regular with that. I was just deciding that today. Actually, I need to like set a schedule and put it in my computer room, and on one day do my Twitter, on one day do my Facebook, and on one day do this, do my blog, and make it like a routine. Because I really apologize for not being more organized with you guys. I apologize. I honestly feel guilty. So what's this thing? Oh yeah. So I Twittered about the fact that I changed jobs. I kind of like, I don't know, I had a disagreement. I hated a disagreement. I didn't get along. I hated, I'm trying to keep this as factual as possible. I hated my co-teacher at my last school. I liked half of the classes I hated. They were horrible. They gave me this like shitty book, and the book was like absolutely the worst book for teaching English. And then the kids, and then not only that, but it was like way too difficult for the kids. So I've got this horrible teaching material that's way too difficult for the children I'm teaching, and it was just a horrible. Anyways, that was like half the classes were shit, and the other half were good. I liked them. What was I saying? So anyways, but I hated my co-teacher. Even like with the classes that I hated, the co-teacher was okay, and then for the classes that I liked, I hated the co-teacher. And we argued a few times, and I was starting to feel like a lot of stress when I'd go to work. And then she told me to change something about my teaching style, and I told her to pretty much like go fuck herself. So that was like me quitting / getting fired kind of in one. And then it was so funny because they told me like, okay, 2 more weeks and then we're not going to renew your contract since you're not willing to, you know. I was just sick of her, and I didn't. So they told me 2 more weeks and then that's it. But you know, like so I quit. And then like the next day or something, I was buying breakfast. And some woman walks up to me and offers me a job. And it was just like, and then she's like, yeah, it starts in like 2 weeks from now. And I'm like, that's when my job ends, you know? And it was just like, it was just perfect. I honestly thought it was like fate. Because like, you do occasionally get offered jobs just on the street in Asia if you're a white person. But I haven't had someone offer me a job like that in years. In years and years. Like maybe the last time someone came to me like that was like 4 or 5 years ago or something. So I really kind of thought it was fate. Like I quit a job one day and the next day I get offered a job on the street. Like I'm like, oh, this is my destiny or whatever. It was meant to be. Get on your side of the road. Get on your side of the road, man. Just don't fucking cross the line. Just don't do it. Like he wasn't endangering me, but it's just yeah. So then 2 weeks go by, I leave the job, and then it was like the next day or something, I had an appointment for the new job, and right before I go there, she phones me and says that there's been a change in this and that, and they won't need me for another 2 months. I'm like, oh, there goes fucking destiny right out the fucking window. It's just like, okay, so now I have no job, and for the last 2 weeks, when I had still been working, I could have been looking for a new job, because I knew I only had 2 weeks left. But I didn't, because I thought I had one in the bag, and then that one, like on the day of the interview, they call me up and say, we won't need you for another 2 months. Yeah, so I've got no job, and then last year, I got 2.5 months owed to me in pay. Yeah. And then I had a month off because I did the Taiwan tours, and I changed jobs at that time. My job wouldn't let me take the time off for the tour, so I just left and then did the tour, and then I went looking for a new job. So like altogether, last year I got like 4 or 5 months with no pay. It's just nuts. And now it's 2011, and guess what? No job again. So, yeah. So that's on my mind a lot recently, stress. And it's funny because I just a couple of times recently I've gone on like well, I took my son out yesterday and we went to the mall, and I bought him some stuff, and I'm just buying whatever he likes, and it's like I don't even have a job. It's just kind of stupid. I've got some money in the bank, obviously, so that's what we're living off of. But it's as a father with a wife that doesn't work and a son to support, it's still a lot of stress. So that's medical, and that's my health. My son is there's good and bad. My son is he's healthy, and he's super smart. He's only 2 years old, but he's got a huge vocabulary, and you get people commenting on it constantly. It's almost embarrassing to bring him out to places where there's other children, because he speaks much better than all the other children that are even a year or two older than him. So it's embarrassing when some child who can barely speak, he's just like mommy, daddy, and a few other words. And then he's 4 years old, and my son's 2 years old, and he's just rambling on in proper sentences. Yeah. So, but anyway, so he's smart. Health-wise, he's got really bad skin, and it's really worrisome. He gets like hives, and he gets rashes unexpected, and recently he got like a weird rash that was like. It was like a strip, like across his eyes, like just from like the temple on one side to the temple on the other side, and then around his eyes. And it was like, that's just the weirdest rash, Like I went online, couldn't find anything like that. So he's got a couple of growths on his back, and I like it could be like the beginning of warts or something, like, but they're clear. It's just clear skin, but it's 2 of them, at first he had none, obviously, and then he had one. It started off looking like a little pimple, but it just never went away, and it's slowly getting bigger. And now he's got another one coming in, and it's like you don't know, like maybe in a few more months he'll have another, and then maybe in a few more months he'll have another. Maybe it's just, and his skin is just it's bad to the touch. People always talk about baby soft skin, and it makes me angry because my baby. My wife has bad skin. My wife has like a very, very, very mild case of like eczema or something. Like her skin feels dry and dry to the touch. It's not smooth. And my son's skin feels worse than hers. I feel a little bit emotional just talking about it, because you want the best for your kid. Yeah, my son, yeah. So it's not noticeable because his arms, he doesn't have it on his arms or his face. His face looks beautiful and it feels beautiful. It's pretty much just his legs and I guess his back. So yeah, so I've got that. That's a stress that's there. Every time I change his diaper or give him a bath or something, it's just like. And a small part of me kind of resents my wife for it, because it's obviously from her. I don't have any skin problems. My skin's better than average, better than normal. I actually have really good skin, and my wife, has bad skin, and then my son has horrible skin. So it's like and then my wife's brothers and sisters, most of them have problems with their skin as well. So it's from her side of the family, and it's just like you can't really resent someone for something like that. But a small part of you will, regardless. But yeah, he's so awesome. He's so awesome. He's like yesterday. He's only 2 years old, and like yesterday I took him out. And I know I'm driving really slow because I'm just focusing on talking. Yesterday we went out and we were talking about, what were we talking about? Oh, he says, where are we going? And I'm like, well, we're going downtown. He doesn't know the word downtown. So I said, we're going, he's like, we're going to the mall. He doesn't say in those exact words, but, and I'm like, no. And then he goes, oh, we're going to the bank. And then I'm like, yeah, the bank's downtown, so yeah, we're going to the bank. And then we're going downtown, and then we go past the bank, and he looks and he goes, uh-oh, bank, bye-bye. And he goes, oh, we go different bank? And he goes, we're going to a different bank? And I was just blown away by I was blown away by that. And, that he was paying attention, then he noticed we went by the bank. He said, oh, we must be going to a different bank then. I was impressed. It looks like a cool little cafe or something. I've never been down here before. It looks kind of new. Let's go check it out. A mupping restaurant. Excuse me while I cough. Saliva. So yeah. Look, guys. Look at you. Okay, so I got a parking lot. I'm guessing that's like I don't know. It's like a hotel, maybe? Some pass. I don't know. Doesn't look too interesting. Hummer. H2. A woman breastfeeding. Yeah, so, I don't know. Did that answer your question? Is this a proper life update? So yeah, so I need to get a new job. I get offers as M13 to like do this and do that and do like sponsors offers and stuff. And like 80% of the time I don't follow them up just because I forget and shit. Like I had an offer recently from Mattel, like the large toy company Mattel. They make Hot Wheel cars. I had an offer from them about 3 months ago, and they sent me an email like, okay, let's do this, and we got to talk about pay and stuff. And I never answered the email. I actually forgot about the email. I just found it I think yesterday. I found an email that was like a month old from Mattel, and I just forgot about it. I'm really unorganized. I need to do something about that. Anyway, so yeah, that's my life update.